Folks, welcome back to another Chris and Cars YouTube video. I'm your host, Chris and Cars, and today we have some very exciting news because I'm in the market for a new car. Open the frunk. Oh. The first question I'd like to address is, Chris, are you selling the Ferrari Testarossa? And the answer is no, and the answer is I cannot, because it's a 36-month lease. I'm only about 4 months into the car, and honestly, it's been a great daily driver for me, and the car that I get next is probably not gonna be a great daily driver, but let's get into what options I'm looking at. Now, the first option, or first two options that I'm considering would be a C7 Grand Sport or Z06. And why I'm considering both is because it's about a $20,000 to $30,000 price difference between the two. And the only main difference is really the supercharger, which I can definitely do aftermarket and make more content for you guys. I think they're both great options. They obviously look almost identical, and they are basically identical aside from that supercharger and that power difference, but I would make up for it on the Grand Sport from what I saved and put the money into it. Or I could just spend a little bit more money up front and already have the supercharger there and then just do more bolt-ons, exhaust, headers, etc. So that's option number one. I would probably spend on the low end, if I went Grand Sport, about $60,000. And if I went Z06, they're still trading for upwards of $85,000. So they're holding their value pretty well, that's for sure. Now, I am a GM fanboy. I've had a 3.6 liter Camaro. I've had the 6.2 liter Camaro. So I know the platform well. I know what works and what needs to be worked on. So it would be an exciting platform, one that I'm familiar with, and it's a great option. But there's two more. Oh, yep. The trunk is not as comfortable as the front, but I'm trying to switch up the angle for you guys to make things a little bit exciting. Now on to option number two. Option number two, which I'm most excited about and is the car that I hope I get, is the 4.2 liter V8 Audi R8. Now, I know it's not the 5.2 liter V10 that everybody wants, but we all have to start somewhere, and I'm working on a budget here. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a millionaire with some crazy car collection. I do car content on the side because I love it so much, and if I was in it for the money, I wouldn't do it. I definitely wouldn't do it. The car trades for about $79,000 to $85,000. I think it looks just as good as the day it came out. It's got 420 horsepower with a 0 to 60 of about 4.2 seconds, and it checks all the boxes for me, but the only issue is I'm buying a 10 to 15-year-old supercar with probably 30 to 40,000 miles on it, and it's gonna need a lot of maintenance. Now, my other issue with the car is on the C7 Corvettes, I would be able to do a lot of bolt-on mods. I'd be able to do an exhaust, all things that would be rather affordable, and I would make good content for you guys. But on the Audi R8, the only thing that I would really be able to do modification-wise is an exhaust, because I imagine putting a supercharger on it, twin turbo, a pro charger, would be thousands and thousands of dollars that I do not yet have. The C7s would be more aftermarket friendly, but the R8 would be so cool. And I could do the thumbnail like I bought a supercar, not like I bought a sports car. Something about buying the supercar. I don't know, I think I'm convincing myself. I think I buy it, deal with all the maintenance, reliability issues, whatever, after the fact, and just file bankruptcy if it doesn't work out. That's fine, people do that, right? Anyway, on to option number three. Now, option number three, which I think is a cool one too, that a lot of people don't talk about, especially considering it's the same price as like a G80M car, but I think is way cooler, the 2019 Aston Martin Vantage. Now, I know it has that catfish grille that nobody likes. It was the 1 year where Aston Martin just flopped on the front grille, but I think I could deal with that. It's got a twin turbo V8 from Mercedes-Benz. They're trading a little bit on the higher side, but I could get a good example between $80,000 and $100,000. $100,000 being the absolute tippy top of my budget, and I'd have to make like 10 to 12 YouTube videos before I could pay for the first mod on it. But it would be a really cool car, a really cool project for the YouTube channel, because I haven't seen a lot of Aston Martin Vantage content, and the doors kind of go up. They go like a little bit like that. They don't go like this. They don't go like this. They don't go like this. But they go like this, sort of. That would be a cool car. Another car that might be a reliability nightmare, but who cares? Who cares? I just have to buy the car and figure it out when I get to that point. As long as I can buy the car and get in the driver's seat and start making content, that should be all I care about. Now, option number four would be a Roth IRA and to save my money like a regular adult, but that's boring. That's no fun. I did a poll on my Instagram story, and I think like 2% of people voted that I should invest my money instead of buy a supercar, but I really believe in this YouTube thing, and I really want to do it more on a full-time basis. For the last 3 years, I've had a 9-to-5 job, and Chris and Cars has been a fun weekend project, but I really think I could ramp it up if I get more into the YouTube space and I get a car and I document my experience with it and I get more personal with you guys. The next video better be, I bought my dream car. It better be. It better be. Now, again, this would be an absolute stretch for me. So assuming this video does well, it'll probably egg me on to go buy the car. But if this video is an absolute flop, then I'm probably gonna have to reconsider my decision here, because I'd be spending a better part of all my money on this car. But it would be worth it. Like I said, I'm so passionate about this. I have an audience, and I'm so grateful for the audience that I have. But I just want to dive into the YouTube stuff and try and make it happen. Now, folks, this is not a decision that I'm rushing into by any means, because it's the biggest purchase that I've ever made in my entire life, and I can't really afford to mess it up. But now we know my budget is somewhere between that $80,000 to $100,000 mark, which gets you a cool sports car or a very entry-level supercar. Now it's just time to make a decision and find the right car. Obviously, it has to be in a cruising car spec. All 4 cars that I've owned in my entire life have been in a cruising car spec, which, for those who don't know, because I don't explain it as much as I should, a cruising car spec is just black paint. That's it. Now, if an example came up that was not in a cruising car spec in a different color, I would probably have to deal with it if the deal was that good, and then I would just wrap it. But please let me know in the comments below which option you would take of the 3 or 4. If there's any options I missed out there that would be great for the channel, definitely let me know, because I'm super open to suggestions. And hopefully the next YouTube video I make is cruising cars in a supercar. See you guys on the next one.